Ronnie O'Sullivan's CV contains 5 world titles, 7 UK, 7 Masters. For Higgins,
thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
the count is 4 world,
First frame,
3 UK,
John Higgins to break.
and 2 Masters.
What an occasion, Clive. 2 all-time greats in a big tournament.
Well, this feels like a final in many ways.
Well, it wasn't overly close to it. It was a very tough red, and he has been knocking those in this season. When he shakes his head, that was just one shot. It's a bit of a loosener, perhaps.
A couple of months ago, he was very worried about how he was playing, and worse still, he was worried about how he was feeling about the game. But just recently, he's regained his appetite for the game and his form.
He couldn't get topside there, not any chance of that. He needed a little bit of good fortune, I think.
10.
The table has been recovered, as Paul Lineker, one of the table fitters here, and he said they worked from about 11 o'clock till about 1:30 this morning to get this table in tip-top shape. That's a very good safety shot from John Higgins. I tell you, if he hits that too thick, the cue ball just crashes into the bunch off the second cushion. That's a hard shot to play.
Chance at a long red. Can he get round behind the back of the black and the red to the right of it?
Come on, John.
One. Six. Seven.
Andy Yates is the referee. Useful league player. Top break 94.
Twelve.
Just a little
13.
awkward on this. It's just got a cue slightly over it. I think the table already looks to be running beautifully.
20.
But even then, that's a very
Higgins,
surprising
20.
miss. We've seen a few players put one to that top jaw on a similar shot.
There was some sort of prospect that he could have won the opening frame at that visit.
One.
It was a solid pot from O'Sullivan. It was not difficult, but he's controlled it well. I think sometimes a player can take confidence from your opponent missing one.
8.
Especially when it comes to the odd shot here or there when these two players meet.
9. $16. 70.
Good touch on that shot, so important. Just above the blue is absolutely right.
Well, the left-handed shot because he's worried about fouling the red up the table on his waistcoat playing right-handed. Ooh.
23.
Yeah, he stayed down on that one. It was in the balance.
30.
That's a good shot,
31.
actually. He's nudged the two reds open that were locked together previously.
36. 37.
Well, he didn't have much margin for error there, and he has got slightly overscrewed. It's quite a good recovery, but he's still not quite right. This red to the middle has got to be taken very seriously.
43.
Quite an acute angle.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Well, he
43.
did take it seriously, but still missed it.
Played a strange shot, you know, to hold for the pink there. There was not a lot of room, and
1.
players came out to a rapturous reception, but you can hear a pin drop in here now.
Higgins will need a very precise positional shot to take the red to left middle.
Thank you. 9.
He's looking at that red. It looks very narrow. To pot it in there, you have to be played very slow. I think the reason he's happy to play it is he'll drop in behind the blue to drop in behind the other red. But this has, again, got to be taken seriously.
12.
Looked easier on screen than it actually was. Well, that was a natural cannon, but didn't clip
17.
the red thick enough to develop it into a potable position.
John Higgins. 70.
Well, he made his play with a lot of left-hand side, almost a swerve onto the cushion. That's very nicely done. That's a beautiful shot, actually.
There was always a very good chance of laying a snooker through a combination of yellow and blue.
This is not very nice, is it? There's only a bit of the red that he can hit here. It's a very difficult shot
Foul
to play.
And a miss. John Higgins. 4. Foul.
But it's nearer than the
Miss.
previous. It is important that the balls are replaced exactly right, because
Thank you.
he's got a line on the shot now, and if it's moved over, it would be a different escape. It's gone miles too
Foul.
far.
And a miss.
Massive
John Higgins, 6.
overcompensation.
So the gift of a chance for Higgins to clinch the opening frame.
Yes, it was a good shot that John Higgins had played. We should remember that.
Foul.
Step, that is
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 6.
unbelievable. He should never have gone anywhere near the pink on that shot. Wow, I mean, some might think he's unlucky, but he isn't really.
So it looks very much as if Higgins has thrown the first frame away.
Thank you.
That's a good shot, actually.
2. 5. 9.
Just blue and pink needed then.
$40.
The important part here, he doesn't need the black. He could screw the cue ball up the table to guarantee the pot going in.
20 on the frame.
A fluctuating
Ronnie
frame.
O'Sullivan.
Higgins made the fatal error of knocking the pink in as he potted the last red very unexpectedly. So O'Sullivan leads by a frame to 0. Ghastly error by Higgins, knocking the pink in as he potted the last red.
know that Ronnie O'Sullivan has been a bit watchful and mindful of his break-off shot. That's why he tends to play it left-handed. He's worried about sticking a red. It seems whichever way he goes, he's leaving one. That's what he was saying the other day.
6.
Dead straight on the blue, so you can only go straight forward or straight back.
Well, I don't know if John's very happy with that shot either. He played on the red to just down by the black.
John Higgins, 12.
So lost position very quickly from that chance.
And he's looked at the potting angle. It's a tough shot, this. Especially if he's trying to get around the back of the black and up the table.
Well, nowhere near it. Question is, what has he left? Well, the answer to that may be that he's left plenty.
1. Eight.
He's gone too far again on that red. Second time in this frame. The red he's played on, he's not managed to get on. He's got one to the middle, but it's not the one he played on.
9.
Oh dear.
John Higgins, 9.
Well, as we saw, I mean, he clearly went. Sometimes then you can't help yourself on that shot. You think, well, it only just passes the red, but either it does or it doesn't go. So you have to ignore the red that is close to being in the way.
1. Five. 6. 12. 30.
'This time Ronnie's cue ball just travels back too far. I think he can play off the other red and just hold for the pink. That
16.
kind of helped. There was no other part to the shot except just the pot.
22. 23.
O'Sullivan won the first frame after a very bad Higgins mistake. And he could be winning the second frame in a similar manner.
30.
He's not played a good shot there. Didn't want to be over the top of the black on this shot.
31.
It means he's further away from his next colour than he would have wanted because he was limited in what he could achieve there. It's well played. A little short. The black went in slightly thick into the
38.
pocket. This is not guaranteed to be a frame-winning chance yet. He's not in total
39.
control of the cue ball, and that's a rarity for O'Sullivan.
He developed the red on the side cushion. I don't think that was in his plans.
No, but again, look at the cue ball. This table must be a lot quicker than these two players
44.
are expecting. And look where he's finished. It's just so unlike him. Well, I don't suppose he had any option there. He couldn't really cut that red in, and if he missed it,
Ronnie
he left the other
O'Sullivan,
two
44.
reds. He actually got a kick on that shot, which slowed everything down. He looked a near certainty to win the frame there, didn't he, when he was on that blue?
Well, what was that?
He didn't want to play the left-hand red and get that into play, did he? So he took a risk here, but much too thick. Two great players, both showing signs of nerves.
1.
O'Sullivan's not a great one for dwelling on his mistakes. 4. Is he going to get another chance in this frame?
5.
He's very straight on it. I wonder if he can just screw up into bulk The other option is screw back and play the double on the red. Something he's very good at. So that's why he's playing the double.
11.
If this goes in, it could easily win in the frame.
12.
Played it with great confidence, expecting to get it. But not on the last red.
18.
No, now that the break ends, he's really got to take advantage. He's got to snooker O'Sullivan. Plenty of
John Higgins.
balls
18.
that could make that snooker happen, and he's certainly achieved it. So it is advantage Higgins, at least.
Foul. And a miss.
Well, he's got to leave a free ball here, hasn't he?
John Higgins 4.
It's unavoidable.
Free ball.
The
Pink ball.
free ball pink is a pretty attractive option.
One.
And John Higgins does not want to twist in this frame like the last.
4. 5. 7.
Only green, brown and blue needed now.
9. 12. 16. 21. 27 in the frame. John
So
Higgins.
John Higgins levels at 1-all.
Looks pretty good. Higgins acknowledges the fact that Sullivan has put him in some trouble. Not to overhit, as he has been a little bit.
Foul and a miss.
Well, again, it's the kind of
Ronnie
mistake you
O'Sullivan
wouldn't expect from John Higgins with all his nous around the table.
He has left a red on for O'Sullivan, but it's dead straight, so position wasn't a
One.
formality. Turns out he's nicely on the pink though.
7. 8. 15. 21.
Looks like he's pushing the red away from the black here, freeing
22.
things up.
29.
Oh,
30.
A thunderous kick.
wow, a massive kick. Look where the cue ball has ended. He's finished
Green ball.
over a foot away from where he wanted to be there. 2 feet, I think. Nominated green. So it's a missed call.
Foul. The miss. Black ball.
Unsatisfactory for O'Sullivan. Not his own fault that time.
He doesn't seem to be timing the ball as he usually does, Neil.
Well, he went to India to win that tournament, didn't do so. The tournament, of course, he won last year, the Indian Open, win it.
4.
Again, and not controlling the cue ball anywhere near as well as they usually do.
Ten. $11.
I think O'Sullivan's happy enough with
70.
the black where it is and a couple of reds safe.
23. 24.
So this is frame
30.
ball coming up.
31.
O'Sullivan was disappointed when he suffered a thunderous kick when he was in earlier with a break of 30.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 31.
He's got in again.
One.
Sorry, only 51 left, of course. But he can't pot the black direct. Have to use the third.
He's not entirely out of the frame, but this is tough.
John Higgins, 8. Frame conceded. Frame Ronnie O'Sullivan.
O'Sullivan being left direct in the middle. Higgins conceded. O'Sullivan has made fewer mistakes.
Yes, John Higgins is experienced enough to know, though, that if he could get this frame under his belt all level, then he could regroup. What he does know about O'Sullivan is there's never been a better front runner. You know, if you get behind Ronnie O'Sullivan, he can just almost devour the table. Well, this is an ambitious shot. There was an element of safety in it. So again, Higgins gets first decent chance, as has been the case in all the frames so far.
1.
Higgins said the other day that it's been very beneficial to him, that along with Anthony McGill and Steve Maguire,
8.
they've rented out an industrial unit
9.
and put a couple of tables in to make a practice facility. Higgins believes this is much better than practicing at home.
16.
Gives you the sensation of going out to work, which is what it is.
17. 24. 25.
Oh, that's a good shot. Well played on the red.
32. 33. 39. 40.
It'll be the first 50 break of the match, surprisingly. Now, the options are, when he gets on the blue here, tickle into the 5 reds or play on that loose one.
51.
One at the bottom right of the bunch.
52.
Maybe he's playing off one cushion into the 5 reds here from the brown. So quite a big target. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. I know he hit the pink first, but it was a well thought out way of getting reds into play.
$57.
Chance to clinch this 4th frame at this visit.
65.
Well, you wondered which player was going to step forward here and move the level up to the kind we expected, and it's John Higgins. Both players have struggled
73.
a bit, more than a bit. This is more like what we expected from the very start. I think we can look forward to a tremendous remainder of this match.
80.
Well, this is the last frame before the mid-session interval. So they will resume
81.
2-all.
88. 89.
That's made the position of the red worse.
96.
Century
John
number
Higgins,
746 will
96.
have to wait. John Higgins to go to the interval against Ronnie O'Sullivan, level at 2 frames all.
Again, not the best safety shot. John Higgins able to get his bridge hand on the table. Nice pot, but he's lost the cue ball back towards the baulk cushion.
John Higgins, 1.
Neither player can get the match by the scruff of the neck. It's the old cliche at the moment. I think they're playing each other rather than the table.
I kind of think that Ronnie needs to win a frame in one visit, make a nice 70 break, 60 or 70 break, and that would get him back in the groove. Very unlike him so far this afternoon. 2 frames he's won has been bits and pieces.
9.
It's very difficult to see where it can go wrong in this situation with the way the reds are. Okay, pink and black are on each other's spots, but very much in the open.
Thank you. $24. 25. 27. 28. 35. 36. 43. 44.
His first half century of the afternoon, surely about to come up. So red, colour red, and O'Sullivan
51.
will regain the lead.
52. 59.
It seems a strange thing to say
60.
about someone like O'Sullivan who's won everything in the game, but you could really do with clearing the table here. Pot every single ball. Set him up nicely going into the next frame.
67. 68.
Century's still on.
$74. 76.
Now then, even the great Ronnie O'Sullivan will be fully examined by this.
$83. 88. 94.
Precisely what the doctor ordered. Not just winning a frame, winning it smoothly.
101 in the frame.
Century number
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
996 of Ronnie O'Sullivan's career, and with that, for the third time this afternoon, he leads by a single frame. It's 3-2.
John Higgins, frame 4 minute 96. Previous frame, we've just watched Ronnie O'Sullivan make a 101. It's just going to be the sign of things to come in this match.
Well, playing it like that, the only red he could leave was the one he went for, and he has left it.
A beautiful shot. A lot more difficult to control that cue ball than it looked on the screen. Most of the shots Ronnie plays, he made it look ridiculously easy. And this plant looks perfect just to keep the cue ball on the black. A bit straighter than my first thought. He's lost the cue ball. Okay, the blue's still on to the left corner, but it's a tricky little shot. Good pot here. Be a brave man. Ronnie O'Sullivan played the last frame to bet against. This being 997.
The tournament sponsors Coral are giving away £100 per century to the Jessie May Children's Hospice charity. And if O'Sullivan makes his 1000th century here, they will donate an extra £1,000. That will also roll on to
21.
The Tour Championship.
27. 28.
Just screwing behind the red to the right of the black. Play for that into the same pocket as the black ball. This now will clear the black to both corner pockets and
35.
Certainly makes the break so much easier.
36. 42. 43. 50. 51.
'We always say how intervals can change matches. O'Sullivan seems to have restored mojo.
56. 57.
Let's not forget that John Higgins was in first in the previous frame. Lost position.
63.
He's pretty much been glued to his chair ever since.
$70. 71. 76. 77. 85.
From the moment that Ronnie put that little tricky blue to the far left corner, it just looked like it was going to be always going to be the result.
92. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 92.
What a pity, no back-to-back centuries, but O'Sullivan is on a burst.
John Higgins may be forced into taking a pot on here. Under the circumstances, that's a brilliant pot.
Six.
He was desperate to get the black back in its spot.
7.
Can John
14.
continue the trend of the last 3 frames?
15. 20. 21.
Oh, he's got a huge bounce. He's got a huge bounce off the cushion there. Okay, the last blue was just a little bit careless because he should have been straight on this red, so he could just drop on the blue again. That cue ball came off the cushion almost twice as fast as it went on. Okay, the brown you expect him to get, but now it's become missable. That's well controlled. That's very well controlled.
25. 26.
Now he's got an angle in the brown. I think he'll be off one cushion into the 6 reds below the pink. Just off the cushion, just before the middle pocket. More often than not, you see these missed thin if they're missed. Because you've got such a long bridge, you can decelerate. But safely, and made sure the pot there.
Thank you.
Played a percentage shot rather than playing a little tricky shot to stay on the black.
21.
Cannon the main bunch, just a gentle little cannon. In fact, he went the other way. That's very well played. See that just little dab of left hand side
36.
taking effect off the cushion.
37. 44.
What's followed, even that little
45.
use of the bunch, has been class.
52. 53.
This is a pressure shot. This goes in, position obtained, should be 4-3.
Yeah, those first 3 very unusually scrappy frames.
59.
Distant memory. Just make sure you get a nice angle in the blue. Don't be short.
60.
Perfect. 2 options the way to play that shot. Oh, he doesn't want that cue ball to stop. He knew
65.
straight away.
John Higgins, 65.
And a massive shot this would be to take on for Ronnie O'Sullivan. He can afford 1 pink. Well, he's aiming down means he was playing for the black to the same pocket.
One. 54. 61 in the frame.
A pair of 60-plus breaks from John Higgins, and he's back in the reckoning. This match is brewing up so nicely.
Red closest to the black. Does that go to the right corner? May not play it now.
6.
But if he gets a similar angle on it, again, he can certainly open the reds up.
7.
He's got the option to go into the pink from the blue to try split the reds open. I'm a little bit surprised he played for this red, because it's very easy to
12.
do what he's just done and land straight. Oh, this needs to get hit very well. Screw back, right hand side. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised he played for that red.
John Higgins, 12.
You see that right hand side pushes the cue ball to the left. That's why I missed the red to the right knuckle as he looked at it. And what's Ronnie O'Sullivan looking at? Not often you see 3-ball plants played. He seems to fancy it.
Mark Allen knocked in a 4-ball plant last night to launch a century break.
Can Ronnie get enough right-hand side in his cue ball in between brown and green? Ball cushion, right-hand side cushion into the bunch. You can. How's your luck? Bad. Body language seems to show to me that he's on this red. Yep. So not so bad after all.
Seven. $12. $13.
John Higgins will be in his chair just hoping something happens, but I think he'll be
90.
fearing the worst. It's the way Ronnie played in frame 5 and 6. He looks back to his scoring form.
24.
You
25.
see that red goes to this left corner.
31. 32. 39. 40. 47.
43 years of age and still so swift in amongst the balls. Average shot time 18 seconds.
48. 55. 56.
'He's just dominated this table.
61. 62.
Really has. John Higgins, when he left the table after missing that red, and you've seen where the cue ball ended up, he probably would have thought
68.
perhaps he didn't leave anything on, but with the help of that 3-ball plant,
69.
and then a tremendous blue in and out of bulk, splitting the pack open. From then on, it's just been, well, it's been textbook cue ball control.
75. 76.
Clever shot there.
81.
Deliberately played for this red to this right corner pocket.
82.
Ronnie O'Sullivan is starting to go through the gears.
89. 91.
Now come on, make this century.
94.
Get a little closer.
98. 103.
Century 997. The landmark is in sight.
109. 106.
Pre-interval, the standard was disappointing.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
After the interval, it's been magical. 5-3 in front. Try to flick the white a little wider than that.
One. 5. 7. 8. Thank you. White with the sweet wrappers, please.
Just enough angle to follow through off the right hand side cushion for a red to the left corner. There's one right in the middle of the 5 loose ones below the bunch will go. One near the black spot as well. That's the first one, that's the one he's played for.
13.
He's still on it. But position not 100% guaranteed. Watch that middle pocket. Watch that middle pocket.
Foul. John Higgins 13.
Stephen,
Ronnie
I'm
O'Sullivan,
not worthy.
4.
What a call that was. Fantastic.
Could that be John Higgins' last shot in this quarter final? Shake of the head. He knows if Ronnie O'Sullivan pots this long red, it could well be.
1.
With this kind of blue over the years, he's been so reliable.
6.
This red is not as easy as it looks. But he stroked it in as if it was easy.
7.
Is he going to get right side of the blue? Doesn't look like it.
Foul.
I thought for a minute the blue was going to run along
Ronnie
the cushion
O'Sullivan,
in the yellow
7.
pocket there.
John Higgins
Just
5.
tried to pinch too much of the pocket. Just absolutely, pretty much dead straight this blue, and just tried to pot it in the right hand side of the pocket as Ronnie looks, but just asked a bit too much of the table there.
One.
I think he'll play for the open red. A couple of open reds actually. There's one at the bottom of the bunch. He's had a nice angle to follow through off 2 cushions. Try and split the reds.
Seven. Green ball.
Oh, that angle never looked on
Foul.
for me.
The miss. John Higgins 7. Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
Every mistake could be his last in this match. But he's been there before in these situations and come out of them. And that's a wonderful safety shot. It really is. And that wonderful safety shot has produced an error from his opponent. This has to be cued nicely. And it was.
1. Eight. 14. 50. 20. 21. 26. 27.
Blue and one more red. Again, not for the first time. This happened in
32.
frame 7. One ball away from getting over the
John
line.
Higgins 32.
This time, though, he was able to put O'Sullivan in trouble. And what's more, put an insurance red on the side cushion.
To this frame, that should bring John Higgins within 1 frame of Ronnie O'Sullivan.
John Higgins 1 and the frame.
O'Sullivan concedes, needing a couple of snookers. Battle joined here at the Preston Guildhall.
Well, this could be the last time we see the roll-up, because that's really opened the Reds up. And the thing, when you get these safety exchanges, the first mistake on the first chance is normally a very good one. Because look at where the Reds are. As Ronnie left that red over the far left corner. Well, from that view, it certainly doesn't look like it passes the green. But obviously John knew it did.
7. 8.
No, it said that first chance would be a good one, and you can see why. We're going to put a lot of reds here.
11.
Like Ronnie O'Sullivan still won't be very much in this frame.
16.
I'll try and play the cannon, certainly into the two reds in the pink spot, but hit both of them at the same time. He's just checking the two reds to the right of those. If the bottom one goes to the right corner, it's pretty tight. He's not happy with this shot. The two reds in the pink spot, if the left one goes to the left corner, that's an option. Just drop the pink in, play for that one. Wow. Well,
John Higgins 16.
the reason John Higgins missed that pink is he just took too long over the shot, in my opinion. He was just in two minds. Couldn't make up his mind the right way to play it.
Okay, settle down now, please. One.
That was a nervous kind of shot from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Lost the cue ball completely. There's plenty of pressure out there, believe me. What a result.
7. 8. 15.
So tense.
$22. 25. 26. 31. 32.
That's a beautiful shot. So easy in this pressure situation to be tentative going through the ball, but the last two shots he's cued so positively. That's unlucky.
38.
Just get to the side of the cue ball.
39.
Beautiful shot. He knew the cue ball was going to brush off the yellow there.
44.
After this yellow, 2 more reds.
46. He looks to
have the absolute perfect angle on the pink. Just a nudgeless red. Just hit this red quarter ball. Just nudge it towards the middle pocket. Got a full ball contact. That's why he's not on it nicely. Does it cut back to the left middle?
53. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 53.
The plot thickens.
He's made some clearances in his time, but, wow, he'll be disgusted with that shot. He cannot believe it. He's ran too far for the brown. He needs to pot a colour. And now, being 34 behind, 35 on, he needs a black.
3.
And look where the black is.
And look where this red is.
John Higgins, 3.
The kind of shot you never imagine John Higgins will play. But he has done.
John will be absolutely furious with himself, he really will. As I say, it's just that thing, that little bit of big match sharpness that he's lacked.
5.
To me, there's certainly signs for the rest of the season that John Higgins will be a force. Perhaps at Sheffield, you never know.
But not at the Tour Championship, because
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 5.
he has been eliminated here. Ronnie O'Sullivan is through to the 73rd ranking event semi-final of his truly wonderful career. He's beaten John Higgins in El Clasico 6-4.